Hello everyone, Denise here. Today I'm going to show you how to make the simply textured beanie. Let's get started. So this is featuring our stitch for January 2023 in the round, and you can make cowls out of this, and you could make fingerless gloves. You could make whatever you want. Just make sure that if you are not starting like this hat from the top down, you will want to chain multiples of 2 and then join. So on our projects that are flat, we add a stitch, but when we're joining in the round, we do not. So just make sure you have multiples of 2. Now let's get started with the hat. So the materials you will need is any yarn and any hook that matches that yarn and yourself. So I am going to use a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, and this is the Yarnology hooks from Hobby Lobby. And the yarn I am using today is anti-pilling acrylic yarn from Walmart in the color mint or green, whatever they call it, but it is a mint green. So I am going to start by doing a magic circle. If you do not like magic circle, you could do a chain 4 and join. And this is how I do my magic circle. Just lay it over my fingers, make an X, take my hook, I put it in the loop, I pull up a piece of yarn, I rearrange the working yarn in my hand the way I'm going to hold it, and then I chain 1 to secure it. So for this first round for the hat, we are going to need to do 10 double crochets into your circle, whether you did magic circle or the chain 4 and join. So I am going to chain 1 more because when I do a hat in the round, I always have a chain 2 at the beginning. I always have a chain 2 at the beginning, and that is just to close in any gap when I am working in the round. It is ignored, and do not slip stitch into it. So we need to put 10 double crochets in our circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to cinch my circle a little bit so it's easier to hold on to. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to cinch that closed. Going to slip stitch not into that chain 2 but in the first double crochet. Remember that all the way around. If you are slip stitching into a double crochet, do not do it into the chain 2 or you will create more stitches. Okay, so for round 2 we're going to chain 1 and we're going to put a single crochet in that same spot and a double crochet in that same spot. We're going to do that in each stitch all the way around. So single and double, single, double, all the way around. The end of round 2 we will have 20 stitches. The end of round 1 we had 10 stitches. We're going to slip stitch to our first single crochet. We have our round 2. Now we're going to do round 3. Round 3, we're going to chain 2. We're going to double crochet in that same spot. And then double crochet again in that same spot. So 2 double crochet in the first stitch as your chain 2. And now we're going to put 2 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. Slip stitch to your first double crochet of the round when you are finished, and that is your round 3. Now if you are making this hat for somebody smaller and not an adult, you will want to check your measurement across the diameter of your circle. So this is how we do that. Take a calculator or your phone and a tape measure. This is one I got from the Hobby Lobby All the Stitch Miss Things box. You open it up and you measure what your diameter is. I have 4 inches here. So 4-inch diameter, we would take that 4 times 3.142, which is pi, to get your circumference, and that would be about 12.5 inches. So a small newborn that will fit. If you are making the hat for somebody larger, you will keep increasing like I'm going to show you until you reach the measurement where you want to stop, and then you will stop increasing and continue on with the body of the hat without increasing stitches. And then you can add the front post, back post double crochet that I'm going to show you how to do for a brim, or you could proceed with any brim that you want, or you could just keep going down and down, and then whoever owns the hat can fold the hat up to their liking. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on with round 4. Round 4, we are going to chain 1, put a single crochet and a double crochet in that same spot. Now we're going to skip a stitch. We're going to put a single crochet and a double crochet in the next stitch. Skip a stitch, single crochet, double crochet. And do that all the way around. Skip one and put a single crochet and a double crochet in the next one. Now when we do this round, we are not increasing. We are just adding our textured stitches to the pattern, to the hat. So now on the hat, for the increase rows or rounds, we will be doing them on the double crochet rounds. So every even numbered round that you have continuing forward on your hat will be just like this one. And the odd ones will change. If you hear snoring, that is my dog. He's having a nap. He's very tired. I think the neighbors just got a new dog and it is exciting for him. So when he sleeps, he's going to sleep heavily. Okay, when you get to the end here, you will have one more to skip, and then you will slip stitch into your first single crochet. Okay, and that is the end of our round 4. So if you want to measure now and find out if that's where you want to stop, you sure can. Right now I have about 5 inches, so that added about an inch to my work. So then I will take 5 times 3.142, and then I got about 15, a little over 15.5 inches in circumference. So that will definitely fit a newborn at this point. So if you're making this hat for a newborn, stop increasing, and then once I get to my increase stop, I will show you how to continue on without increasing. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm probably going to do one more round for me so that you can see the increase again. Let's start round 5. Okay, to start round 5, we're going to chain 2 and put 2 double crochets in that same spot. Okay, so in the next stitch we're going to put 1 double crochet. In the next stitch we're going to put 2 double crochets. And we are going to continue that all the way around for our increase round. And when we get to the end, I will explain what you'll do further. I'm pretty sure this is going to put me right at about an adult size or a small adult size, but I will tell you how to make yours larger if you would like to keep going. So I'll meet right back up with you in a minute when I'm done with my round of 2 double crochet in one and then 1 double crochet in the next. I'm going to repeat that all the way around. When you get to the end of round 5, slip stitch to your first double crochet, and then I am going to go ahead and measure mine again. So now I am roughly 6.5 inches here. So I am going to figure out what that will be in circumference. So 6.5 times 3.142 is about roughly almost 20.5 inches in circumference. Now there's going to be some stretch with this yarn in particular. This is acrylic yarn, and I can show you that it is quite stretchy and nice and bouncy. So I'm going to go ahead and stop with mine, and then I'm going to continue on without increasing, and it's very, very simple. If you want to continue and make your circle larger, you would just go ahead and follow the formula as if you were making any other hat. You would do a round of the textured stitches just like we did in round 4, and then the next round would be an increase round, and you would have 2 in the first space, and then you would do 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochet. Then you'd have another round of the textured stitches, and then the next round would follow as far as increasing on any other hat you've ever made. Since I am not increasing anymore, and I'm going to go ahead and continue with the body of the hat without increasing, each round I will have 60 stitches. I'm going to chain 1, put a single crochet and a double crochet in that same spot, skip a space or stitch, and put a single crochet and a double crochet in the next. Skip, single crochet, double crochet, skip, single crochet, double crochet. Gonna do that all the way around. I will meet back up with you in just a moment when I get to the end of the round. Okay, I'm at the end of my round 6. I have 60 stitches. I'm going to slip stitch into my first single crochet. So for round 7, we're still not increasing, so we're going to chain 2 and put 1 double crochet in that same spot, and then we're going to put 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. and then we're going to alternate row 6 and row 7 until we get to the length of the body of our hat that we desire. Typically for an average adult, we're looking at 8 inches from crown to brim. Average adult male would be about 8.5 or 9, just depends on the person. So you can do that accordingly. If you do not want to do a brim at all and you just want them to be able to fold it up, just keep working. For several inches, I would say probably at least 11 inches or so that they have a good portion that they can fold up. You could end on a round that would do just single crochets, and then they could fold it up as they need. I will list some basic human head sizes in the description box, so you have something to go by if you do not know the size of person you're making a hat for, or if you're looking to make a size of hat that you're not used to making. A general size will be in the description box, and the length of the hat as well. It's not a one size fits all for everybody, but it is a good average size chart. So each round I will have on my hat anyway, because I stopped increasing, I will have 60 stitches on my hat each round. Slip stitch to the top of your first double crochet. So next round I'm going to do the single crochet, double crochet in each, I'm going to do the single crochet, double crochet in the first stitch, skip a stitch, single crochet, double crochet, and I'm going to do that all the way around. And then the next round I'm going to do just double crochets, and I will meet back up with you once I have the crown to a roughly brim measurement, because I'm going to show you how I do my brim, and then we'll go from there. I am going to end on a double crochet round, just so you know. So if you want to work until you get to where you need to do your brim, make sure you're ending on a round that is double crochet. So I'll see you in a minute. I'm at the end of my round. I'm going to slip stitch to my first single crochet. I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to put 1 double crochet in the same stitch in each stitch all the way around. And I'll meet back up with you, like I said, when I'm ready to do the brim. Just wanted to remind you of how to continue on if you are on the same spot as I am. So I will see you in a minute. Okay, so my hat is about 6 inches from the top to here. So I'm going to stop because I want about 2 inches or so to be brim. So I'm going to start the back post, front post, double crochet. That's how I like to do the brims for the hats that I do top down. If you have a different method, go ahead and do yours. I chain 2 for my first setup for this round, and then I go ahead and I do a front post double crochet. This is how you do that. You yarn over, and then you put your hook in this way, just like that, and then you yarn back over, pull that through, and then finish like you would a normal double crochet. For the back post, you do the same thing, except you go in the stitch a little different. I like to turn my work a little bit, so you yarn over, put your hook in the back like this. You're working around the stitch and not into the stitch at the top. And normally we would go in here. For a front, we would go around it. And then we just alternate that all the way around. We do a front post and then a back post. Front post and then a back post. And then we do that for as many rounds as you want your brim to be in length. So like I said, I want to do mine about 2 inches or so in length. And then I'm going to fasten off and weave in my ends. Let's see if I have a pom-pom that will match this one. I know I do have one more pom-pom that I had left from Hobby Lobby that I put on another hat. I also think white would look nice with this. We're just going to work that all the way around, and I will meet back up with you when I get the length of my brim, which will be about 2 inches, and we will finish this up. When I get to the end of my round, my first round of front post, back post, double crochets, I do like to slip stitch into the beginning front post, and this gives this a filler for the round, so there's no gap and you're not adding stitches. And then I go ahead and chain 2 again, and then do front post around the front posts and back post around the back posts. Okay, this is our hat completely finished. You can see that I found a white pom-pom for the top. Did not think the multicolored one looked as good as the plain white, so I went with plain white. If you noticed in the video, I attached the pom-pom with the string that was left over from starting the hat, and that can simply be untied by pulling on that. If you want to do a button and then pull through and secure it that way, you sure can. This one probably won't keep the pom-pom on, so that's why I did it that way, and then I can just, you know, finish weaving in the end if I don't keep it that way. So that is the stitch for In the Round for January 2023. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial for this hat. Keep an eye out for a blanket tutorial that I have coming up. I also have a poncho, shawl tutorial, lots of things coming. Next Friday, I do believe it is supposed to be, maybe not next Friday, maybe it's the Friday after, projects that I have done for this month. I may move that part of my Paying It Forward Friday to the last Friday, where I do my giveaway. So just depends on how my weeks are going to go, but for the last couple of months, there's not a lot to show you, since what I make in the tutorials is pretty much what I make during the month. I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of other donation work during the month, because I am creating other patterns, doing reviews, doing other things for the channel. So unless I am specifically just working on donation items, I don't have a lot more to show. So I'm not sure that I will be incorporating that with my last video of the month where I do the giveaway, but I will keep you updated on that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, guys, bye.